Hi everyone, Dr. Nemechek here. I want to go over how ulcerative colitis and how the diet will affect this in a significant way. Now, you have conditions we call inflammatory bowel disease, and there's two main ones. You have Crohn's, which is generally involves the small intestine. Now, it sometimes can be in the colon too. And then you have ulcerative colitis, and that means ulcers in the colon and inflammation in the colon. And this is supposed to represent these. See up here, that looks nice in the colon and smooth. This is supposed to represent these little ulcers. Okay. There is a surprising amount of research done first in animal models and now in looking at humans in terms of the diet effect has on there. And at first it was kind of Mediterranean diet seems to be helpful in these patients, and that our standard American diet with vegetable oils, soybean oil, and all of that might be harmful. And they've then zeroed that down a little bit more. So here, this paper, dietary arachidonic acid, all right? Vegetable oils are highly inflammatory because they contain large amounts of linoleic acid. So we're talking soybean, sunflower, safflower, corn, vegetable, grapeseed, sesame seed, and modern shortenings. Highly inflammatory. Linoleic acid is an omega-6. It's part of the switch we need to turn on inflammation. And so we're getting way more than we do. It's like forcing the inflammatory switch into the on position. And linoleic acid is metabolized into arachidonic acid. So that's how you kind of look for it in the body. And here this study found a very tight association between the amount of vegetable oils and the content of arachidonic acid in the body fat of individuals and their likelihood of having colitis. All right. Now, the main thing about the Mediterranean diet, and there are some estimates, it may be 80% of the benefit is the olive oil. Okay. It is protective. It will protect you from this stuff. Okay, now there's other stuff in there, certain foods, wine maybe, some phenols, but the big lifter here is the extra virgin olive oil. And it's because it has very little linoleic acid and it has a very high content of oleic acid. And it's the oleic acid that will block and protect you from this linoleic acid. Okay, these here are neutral. And take note here, coconut oil, avocado oil do not protect you. They don't hurt you. Okay, but they are protective like olive oil is. And so that's the main part of the Mediterranean diet. And then we've got these other studies here. So the effects of extra virgin olive oil, and they were comparing it to canola on inflammation and GI symptoms in people with ulcerative colitis. And they ended up finding that only the olive oil was protective, which would be the case from that little chart I just showed you. And then another study here, effects of olive oil components. So here they're looking at both the olive oil and some of the phenols in there. Like if you have real olive oil, it gives you a little burn. That's oleocanthal. That's a anti-inflammatory drug. And so in this review paper, they acknowledged the oleic acid content being a major factor, and then some of these phenols that might be helping too. So how much olive oil do you do if you've got ulcerative colitis? Well, and this applies to all inflammatory things. The calculated dose to get enough oleic acid is about 2 tablespoons, which is 30 ml per day. You can take it raw, you can put it on food, you can put it in your coffee, okay? Cooking with it will not give you 30 mLs a day, okay? You've got to top your food with it, all right? It's safe. There's no cholesterol in olive oil. So people are like, well, I'm worried about heart disease. I can't take this oil. This would be excellent for you, but you don't have to worry. There's no cholesterol. It's kind of Not going to jack up your cholesterol numbers. So, inflammatory bowel disease, really, any inflammatory issue, here's another example. The oleic acid in the olive oil is protecting you from this nasty list of oils here that are coming in the food supply. That's all for today. Everybody, click the subscribe button so you can keep getting notified of our next videos. Remember, nemechekprotocol.com. We've got some just beautiful olive oil there. Actually, our 2023 harvest, I think, easily is the best tasting stuff we've had so far. I shouldn't say that because now people will ask me, well, what about the 2024? I don't know. We'll know because our harvest is in November. So we'll know pretty soon how that is. But anyhow, everybody take care. Have a good day. Bye.